Hi everyone, it's the Yamaha DJX and I'll just take you through some of the features. First of all, I'll mention though that I have modified it to have an XLR socket at the back, so you've got the XLR coming around, can't quite see it there, but the gooseneck microphone's looping around, and that'll help me with the sampler, which I'll show you in just a second. Let's put that where we can see it. Okay, so sounds. Now this has a few different effects. With echo. And the arpeggiator is just a one switch thing. Pretty standard resonance and cutoff controls. It's also got this ribbon controller. And one great thing I found you can do with this is tap it, and you get an interesting effect. There's banks here where you can save patches that you create yourself. Switch over, all my settings changed. This time I've got my pitch bend wheel set to the full octave. And again. Saves you the trouble of playing a chaos solo, you just tap away on your ribbon controller pad. A lot of these sounds are very receptive to the velocity as well. I set my velocity to be not very sensitive because I'm a terrible keyboard player. Nice bass boost function here too on the last knob. Pull it back, increase it. And the onboard speakers drive out pretty good power for their size. This is a fully portable keyboard, by the way. It's not all that large, and it will take D-size batteries as well as mains power, obviously. Softer one now. I can control parts of my rhythm by switching on part control. You can layer voices by switching on the dual function. Okay, not a fantastic example. So anyway, let's have a look at the sampler now. Switch on the sampler. A good thing to note about this, I don't know if you can see from that distance, but there is a little marker moving up and down there as I press plus and minus. Now if I flick my microphone as I turn up the input volume, so the meter marker is telling me exactly how loud my signal has to be before it'll commence recording a sample. First thing we have to do when sampling is select a key. Middle C seems like a logical way to go. Then press start and he's ready to go. Yamaha DJX.
Yamaha DJX.
Okay, so let's try the arpeggiator. Let's try some effects on that. So I've just turned my delay back on there.
Yamaha DJX.
So there it is, the
Yamaha DJX
is a pretty cool keyboard. The amazing thing about this keyboard too is that even though it's over 10 years old, it still, its specifications are much better than all the basic keyboards these days. That includes samplers. Even off the shelf today, 2013, I'm seeing keyboards similar to this that only offer about a second of sampling. This gives you about 6 seconds of sampling, which I know is nothing fantastic, but it's a lot more than what's currently available on the market. If you can find one of these, it's so worth picking up because it really does have features in just about every area. You can synthesize your own sounds. You've got ribbon controllers and pitch bend wheels and all sorts of other modulation options. A DSP built in, phases, flanges right through to distortion and various kinds of delays and reverbs. That's, again, something that you often won't get. Another great thing about this keyboard, and I can't stress this enough, technology-based styles. You won't find any bossa nova, you won't find any samba or anything like that. All the styles that nobody ever uses on keyboards. Techno, trip-hop, electro, dance, drum and bass. All your dance and electronica-based rhythms. You've got 100 of them to choose from, and they're very versatile too. Each rhythm is divided into several fills and 2 separate main parts as well. And of course you can sequence all the chord changes in your song, or you can just do it on the fly. There are so many great sounds on this keyboard, and I'll never be able to show you all of them in the very limited time that we have here. Heaps of great bass sounds too. And of course you've got your conventional general MIDI based sounds. This is your ordinary fingered bass sound. Lots of incidental sound effects too, like scratches, all kinds of singers, making all kinds of noises. There's some rhythms. These are all very easy to set up in the context of a composition as well. I do like this one. I know some of that sounds a little bit dated, but there's plenty of usability there as well. Styles, again, you know, I could spend all night here taking you through all the different styles. All the beats are worth listening to. There's no rubbish there whatsoever. This keyboard is just all about fun. All I can really do is sum up by saying, I think in this class, in this size, the Yamaha DJX is still the best keyboard that you can get. If you want a little bit of absolutely everything, you really can't beat it. One thing I will warn you against though, and that is, when you turn it on, you'll find that whatever you touch, and I'll turn this down for this, it starts with this awful rhythm. And the reason it does that, no matter what you touch, it starts playing this song, is because it starts you off in pattern control and part control. Part control controls all the little bits of the rhythm, and pattern control is all about controlling the chords behind your bass line and the melody parts of each pattern. So you switch this on, make sure you press pattern control and part control before you do anything else, and then you just got a nice normal keyboard and you can begin playing like you would expect to with any keyboard. Yeah guys, we've been going for, what, 18 minutes now. That's about the longest demo I've ever done. I could keep on talking to you for another 10 times 18 minutes about this keyboard, but I'm going to shut up right now. Have a good night everyone.